everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. I'm excited. 7.3 on IMDb, about 226,000 people have rated it so far. I know, everybody's seen it a lot sooner than I have. 2 hours and 7 minutes long. There are all the stats right there for you. Benedict Cumberbatch, of course, is Doctor Strange, is in it. We know Elizabeth Olsen is in it. I know there's a lot of cameos and craziness that's going to happen in this. Evidently, it's about him seeing a girl, a teenager in his dreams, and he has to fight himself in different multiverse and stuff. Which is kind of crazy. I thought I just saw something fly by here. Sorry for looking like that. But anyway, I don't know how excited. I'm excited to see it, of course. As I've said many times, if you haven't seen my other reviews, I'm a DC fan. I'm not a Marvel fan, but I'm DC over Marvel. So I don't know the history as much as everybody else in this, but I've seen all the movies now that they've come out, so we'll see. So I'm semi-excited to see it. 7.3, pretty high. That's great. I know all of you have probably seen it already, but I saw some names as I started to scroll through IMDb that are going to be in this, so that's exciting. So if you don't know yet, I won't spoil it for you, but we'll see. I think it's going to be confusing. I don't like time travel. I don't like the multiverse, even though DC guy and there's the Flashpoint kind of thing. Not crazy about it, but anyway. Who am I to judge? I haven't seen it yet. So stick around. I'm going to get into it. I'm home from vacation early to see this movie. Yes, that's not why, but I'm home from vacation early. I get to watch this movie. Alright, I'm rambling. I'm excited. Stick around. I'll be back. Hey everybody, I want to do a quick check-in here. We're watching Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. We're at the 1 hour, 5 minute, 29 second mark. There's an hour and 2 minutes left and 26 seconds. So slightly over halfway point. And to be honest with you, it just picked up for me at this point. And it's hard for me to share if you haven't seen this movie. I can't share any more of why. I mean, I think once you get to the 1 hour and 5 minute mark, you'll be like, I remember what Jeff said. It picked up there. But I could lead you into that point. And it's a little confusing. It's a little, I don't know. I'm not a time traveler, multiverse kind of guy. That doesn't interest me. But ultimately, Doctor Strange meets this teenage girl that he's dreaming with. And I'll let you know a really early secret that it's not a secret, but when they dream, that's actually them being their other person in the multiverse. So he saw the opening scene is him with this teenager, and then he wakes up, and then he meets her, and she's like, "That wasn't a dream. That was us in another multiverse." Or another universe. So I thought that was kind of interesting, and that just starts off there. And she has the ability to jump from multiverse to multiverse to multiverse. She doesn't know how to do it, but she has that ability. So somebody wants that superpower, and they're chasing her down. So Doctor Strange is basically trying to help with all of that. And so, he reaches out to WandaVision, and a lot of it is with Rachel McAdams, who was his love interest in the original one. But like he's like now in another universe, and things are different, but the people are the same in a sense, So that's really what it's about. So he's trying to figure it out, how to make this all work. One of the things that I don't know, the fight scenes, I guess. It's odd. Like he's fighting somebody, and you would think, I don't know, and then like he sends a bunch of snakes like at him. Like, I was like, really? Like, what about a big hammer or something like that? You know what I mean? Like a sword or something like that. Instead of sending snakes, it just seems, I don't know. When they use magic, to fight, and they bring other things into it, it just sometimes seems like an odd choice in a fight. I don't know. Maybe there's some backstory to all of that, but I find that odd. But for the most part, actually, for the last hour, I was like iffy on it. It was okay. Again, knowing what I don't like about this, but it just picked up. So we'll see where it goes from here. Kind of excited now to see what happens, because I think they can reveal a lot of different things throughout different multiverses. But yeah, that's it. All right, let me get back to it and see where it goes. Stick around. I'll be back. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse and of Madness. Real quick, don't know if you knew this, probably everybody did, but not me. Benedict Cumberbatch, of course, plays Doctor Strange. Did you know the Sorcerer Supreme, his first name is Benedict, but it's Wong. Benedict, well, I didn't mean to say Wong. That came out funnier than I thought. But they both have the same first name. I mean, Benedict is not a very common name, and there you are with two people in the same movie who are like best friends and sorcerers and stuff. And they have the same first name. Pretty interesting, I think. So there you go. And then, anyway, so more back to the movie. For me, it was just okay. I loved, like I said, the hour and 5 minute mark right there. That was a lot of fun, I felt, but the rest of it was just, And now, so far I've seen the one, I guess, post-credit scene or whatever, the ending's like, huh? I don't understand it, and then the post-credit scene does nothing but not clear it up at all. So, there is one so far. I'm waiting to see if there's a second one. But in the end, I had mentioned this in one of the other, I guess it was probably Spider-Man. Because Spider-Man, if you haven't seen that, there's a post-credit scene that kind of leads you into all of this. And I had mentioned at that point, I'm not sure how much I'll enjoy this film because of everything that I've already said, and I don't want to repeat myself. It just gets too, I don't know, convoluted, confusing. But then, I know that going into it, that's helpful. That, that I thought they'd be in other multiverses. They really didn't spend a lot of time in the other ones. When they fly through them, that's kind of neat, but then, they basically spend their time in one of two multiverses. And so everything happens, and they do all kinds of crazy magic and fight each other and try and save the universe, all the universes, and that's what it's all about. It just didn't I don't know. And there's a love story. I thought I thought the introduction of the new girl, I thought she was cute. I liked her little character. I don't feel like they gave her enough yet, and maybe they're working her into it. But that was kind of neat. But that's it. That's all I got. Nothing really popped for me, if you will. Just another run-of-the-mill kind of movie. And I like everybody. I like Benedict Cumberbatch. I don't know if I ever told you that story. The story where I first saw him at the Oscars when Ellen DeGeneres was doing the hosting. One of the only times my wife said, hey, I want to watch that. And I was like, that's fantastic. We're going to watch the Oscars together. They did this selfie picture. Of course, maybe everybody knows this, but they did the selfie, like broke Twitter with the picture. I think it was Twitter, whatever. But he runs up and gets in this picture, this guy, and I'm like, I don't even know who that guy is. Like, he's just like a seat saver guy. And then I found out who he was, and then I watched that one movie where he's the numbers guy. Oh, I forget the name of that. Sorry. But then I was like, oh, okay. And then, of course, he becomes Doctor Strange. So now a little bit more of a household name than I was when I saw him in that Oscar award show. All right. I bored you enough with this. I feel like I want to give it a 6, but I also feel like I have to give it a 7. Like I have to, because it's a superhero movie. And I should. I mean, probably enjoyed it more than the other 6s that I give of random movies that we've never heard of. I'm just kind of a little let down, I feel. So, alright. You're probably let down in this review. But I appreciate you sticking with me this far and finding out a little bit more about what I thought about the movie. There you go. Still no extra second post-credit teaser. So, I don't know. Maybe there will be one, but we'll never know. Alright, thanks for tuning in. Kimmel's Irish Pub.